All right. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Welcome to Time Warp Art. Bren here. If you're watching on YouTube, I appreciate the watch. Oh, how's everybody doing today? The weather is nuts. Okay, it was 80 something yesterday. It was 88 the day before that, and it dropped down to 42 at night. So I don't know what's going on with this crazy weather. It's got me sneezing. We went for a walk, came back, and we were both sneezing last night. And oh my goodness. I don't know. I'll be glad when the sun also decides where it's going to settle. It's on my computer screen first thing in the morning. I think, no, that's not good. Not good at all. Okay, so first off, I want to show you some Happy Mail and purchases. I guess Happy Mail, well, I don't know if it's all called Happy Mail, but it's fun. So first off, I got another roll of the TiMe tissue paper. Okay, that's that. I had the one with the butterflies already, so I got this one too. It kind of feels like a cross between tissue paper and wax paper, you know? Yeah, it's really weird. Okay, so I got that. And then I went to Hello Michaels, and I got the rust paste set. Haven't opened this yet. Where is my knife? There. Now, I ordered more Finnabar stuff online yesterday, was it? Well, anyway, I found out there was 40% off online thanks to a tweet by Finnabar. And so I got more stuff because the store, locally, they didn't really have much. So, hey, Susan. Good to see ya. Hey, Jeannie. Okay, I'm going to try to pay more attention to chat. I'm out of the habit. Anyway, here is the rust paste set. So I can't wait to try this. So I have more stuff from Finnabar coming in the mail. I don't know exactly when. This is the white sand texture paste. Let's see. Let's open this up and see what it looks like. Oh, here's a place to grab. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Wow. Texture-y. Oop. Yeah, check that out. Oh, that's going to be fun. Okay. Now, my purpose for wanting to do all this texture and rust and stuff is I have a cuckoo clock. Okay. I didn't get it down because if I get it down, I'm going to want to start, and I don't have everything I need yet. But I have this cuckoo clock. It's a real cuckoo clock. I bought it at a yard sale. It doesn't function, and that's not why I wanted it. I want to, what do you call it? Do a, not collage, what do you call it when you do a textured piece? Anyway, but in 2006, I took a class and did a shoe. It's assemblage, if you will. Hey, Kimberly. And I've always wanted to do this with something else. And shoes, yeah, okay, they sit on the shelf, but a cuckoo clock will hang on the wall. And I saw this clock, and I had immediately got a picture in my head of what I wanted to do with it. And I've had this clock for years now without the ability to do the techniques I wanted. And thanks to Seth Apter and Finnabar, I can do it now. Not only have they provided me technique instruction, but that resonates with me, but I have the materials now available that I can do it. Okay. All right. So this is the pebbles. This is the mixed size of pebbles. And what these are, they're flat plastic pieces. There's big ones. There's little ones. There's some tiny ones down in there too. I don't know if y'all can. Oh yeah, you can. You can see down in there. but there's a whole bunch of these, and that's adding texture and stuff, and it's plastic, so it won't be too heavy, which is another thing I was worried about. But anyway, the texture paste, the rust set, and the pebbles are all I could find. But then I went online at Michael's, and there's 40% off of all her stuff, and they had most everything else I wanted. There was a couple things that I didn't, but I also got the heavy gesso, the heavy black gesso. That's coming. I've got stamp sets, the set that comes with the stamps and the stencil. Got a couple of those. Anyway, I'll show you all that when it gets here. But I was thinking to practice on a tin. So I've got a couple of tins, and I thought I might practice on these and just use regular gesso until the other gets here. But anyway, I've got some tins to play with, so I might do that. I don't know. I have really no clue. So it's a small haul today. So what I also got out, I got out the heavy gel, the gloss heavy gel. Okay, I had a jar of that, and I had 2 other jars of golden, but I can't find them. I don't know what I did with them. And I got out all of the set after textures. Okay, I haven't used these yet. I also got out this little set. Let me set these back down over here for the moment. All right, I got this little set that I've had a while. I don't even know if they're viable or not, but there's 6 little jars, and so there's soft gel gloss, there's regular semi-gloss. Let's see what this is. I do not know. This is, oh, extra heavy gel matte, clear tar gel, coarse pumice gel, and light molding paste. Okay, so I've not used any of these, I don't think. Yeah. Oh, interesting. It's hard, but it's still wet. So maybe. And the light molding paste might be hard as a rock. It's really light. Oh, I have used it. Okay. It seems to be okay. Now, I don't know what to do with tar gel, but there's this guide in here. Let's see, where's tar gel? Clear tar gel. Generate fine detailed lines by mixing with color and dripping it from a palette knife. Okay. Interesting. All right, so we will see if we're going to do anything with these guys. All right, I'm going to set them down here. Okay, and I also, what else did I get out? I lost my black gesso. Aha! Oh, black gesso. That's not the one that was open. I can't find the open one. Oh, here it is. Okay, here, we'll use that one. That's a new one. Okay. All right, so I've got the black gesso. And let's see what else. I know there was something else I was going to show you guys. I don't know. Anyway, let's go through this real quick. So that's my small haul so far, and I'll show you the rest of this stuff when it gets here. I'll pop on and show you that. But I put another book together. And I haven't put the covers on yet because I don't know how big I want to make this book. I love that one. So, oh, I did some work on this one. I put some of the TiMe tissue paper on top of the background page. And then I did some stencil work over here. But I did it with the gel press, with the baby one. So I took, not that box, of course. Of course not. Okay, I took the oval and did a stamp on it. Well, I guess I will have to explain that to you guys, but I don't think I want to do it right now. So anyway, I used the little gel press to get that started. And I'll actually have to do it because there's some other designs that I want to show you with that too. So, and then I did some pen work and some, put the stencil back on top and stenciled some paint through, and that's as far as I got. And then I did a little bit on this page. I did some more. See, here's the oval. And then I did carved a stamp out of the foam and did it in reverse. You can take it off and then stamp it over here. So, yeah, some things like that. So, yeah. All right, so that's that one. And then I did a little work in this one too. Okay, here's another technique using the little round jelly plate and a flower. I'll have to show you guys that. So I went to bed last night and I didn't have a clue what I was going to do other than showing you the Finnabair stuff I got. So I have no idea. So when I woke up this morning, it's like, oh, do I want an art journal today? Well, maybe we'll art journal today. Okay, and here's another oval. I put two, well, it's one, but I did it twice. The little foam, when you carve into foam, I did that. And I added some leaves, which I did another big leaf. Can you even see that? Oh, yeah, you can. Okay, there we go. And then this one, well, I started working on this one a little bit, but I haven't done much yet. This one is the one that I've mostly done. The background is kind of, it's reverse, let me see. I don't want to say reverse applique. I want to always say that because I do that in quilting. So, but anyway, I have done some more pen work on it and added the leaves, cut the leaves out of the zigzag paper and then doodled on that. And I'm still working on it, so it's got a little ways to go before I'm finished. So anyway, I love these little books. I just absolutely love these little books. So yeah. So like I said, I haven't got the covers on this one yet because I don't know how big I want to make it. I mean, I don't know that, you know, that's the end of it. I don't know. So what I thought we'd do is, oh, making a lot of noise back there, is I've got some pages like this going, so I need to continue with those. So I think today that I will probably go ahead and do that since I really don't want to start something else just now. I'd like to finish some things first. So what I've got is these two pages with paint. Now this is my oh gosh, when did I start this book? Probably in 2010. I think is the first thing I did in here. This is, there's some quotes up there. That was so cute, I just couldn't throw it away. I couldn't get rid of it, so I put it in there. But there's some Nano Jumo from, let's see, I think it's 2010. 2011. Okay, 2011. Okay, so maybe that's when I started this book. I don't really know. But there's just various things in here. These two pages are complete. This was Tisha Moore, right along with Tisha Moore. I don't want to put anything on this page. I just absolutely love the way this looks just like that. I don't want to do anything else with it. And I did not date that one. So I don't know when I did that. Actually, I think this was along with Paula, I believe. I think Paula was teaching us how to do that. I'm pretty sure that's when I did that, was right after her. She did videos like that. Okay, and this one is just whatever. And I'm not even finished doodling. I mean, it looks like it might be finished, but it's not really in my mind. This one's done. This one's done. Yeah, I think this is 2011 because this one says Nano Jumo. I stamped it down there. Oh, these just got black. And this is not finished because there was supposed to be another quote over here. And oh, she's she's not finished doodling on, and then I was going to do something over here. So that's not done yet. And I have since gotten a better glue stick. See how wrinkled that is. Still learning. I was learning. This I showed you guys online. This was how to make from a cathedral window quilt. Doing it in paper with a paper circle. And I even have my measurements and everything over here. My notes. I picked up some paint with packing tape. And these are all dilution sprays. Most of these backgrounds are going to be dilution sprays at the front. Love my sprays. Okay, this is finished, I think. And then there's that one, and that one, and this one. Yeah, these are all sprayed backgrounds. This is on gesso. I think I gessoed most of those we just passed. This was Nano Jumo. This is just wiping off the brushes and paint. This is sprays and stencils, and it's not done yet. There's the quote I was going to use. This is another spraying and then wiping off a palette knife. This is, let me see, this has sprays and ink. Yeah, okay. And this is baby wipe mess. I'm just trying to cover the page with paint. This is another wipe off thing. And this is just like mud. I don't know. I'll probably end up covering over that whole thing, but at least it's not a blank page. And this is going on this page. So this was just wiping off, and then she just happened to, I was flipping through and she just happened to fit there, so she went there. This one is wiping off everything and stencils and whatnot. So I had a lot left on the stencils. And another wipe off page, another stamping off point. This is what we're going to work on today. And some more. I've been doing some more jelly printing and more wiping off. See, in the book. So that was bubble wrap through a stencil. This is the shoe. This was the second print from the shoe, or a ghost print, I guess you could say. And am I recording? Oh, yes, I am. I scared me. Yeah, I thought, oh, didn't I hit that button? Yeah. So these are in. This was the last thing I did yesterday. And then I still have some blank pages, so I'm gonna have to work on that. There's some more, or it's more or less blending stuff in. And these have been there. More wiping off. And see, some more blank pages. Oops. And then more. This was an experiment. Went bad. More blank pages. So I'm in the process of filling all the blank pages in. That is my goal. Filling in all the blank pages with paint or something. And then I can proceed to finish the book. Okay. So flip through of my first big art journal. I have a couple in the Moleskinas that I've showed you guys online before, so I don't need to flip through those. But this one is where I really started doing all the techniques I was learning online and things like that. So okay, I'm going to need a drink of water. So what I want to do with this page is now add stamps and stencils and whatever. So the page is covered with paint, and it's just randomly, you know, thrown on here. And so I want to do details like this one back here, but then we're going to do a different technique on top of that. So, and I don't know what to call it. I really don't. I'm going to have to figure that out. I don't know if somebody already has named it or Well, I'll have to look that up. I really don't know. Let me get a a drink of water and blow my nose. That figures. Okay, water first. Okay, and I have all my stamps. Put this behind me. All my stamps are right down here in this drawer. So I want to use big stamps, little stamps. I'm just going to grab a bunch of the new ones. And then I've got some textures there. And I think what I'm going to do is use some of these little ones that are in here as well. Since I've reorganized the drawers. Okay, move these guys over here. Okay, I've reorganized the drawers, and so I've tried to get all of the stamps that can be used in the bullet journal kind of in one spot. So I've got all of these titles and numbers and things like this. Try to get those all together and with lines on it, so I don't anticipate needing that one. But right now, what I'd like to do is use some of these guys, the little ones that I have. Borders, fancy numbers. Oh, this goes back in here. That's for the bullet journal. Don't need that right now. Okay, shove this back in the drawer. Out of the way. Next drawer. Got some other stamps in here I might want to use. And then the big drawer. The big drawer has a lot of stuff in it too. But let's start with this. I can always go in there when I need something else. I've got plenty to start with right here. Okay, so got a good stamp block. Big one and little one. Okay, and I've got inks. Okay, that's all my stays on. And I've got the pouncers and sponges, and I think I'm missing 2 sponges. Okay. All right. Then I've got these guys and this one. Those are some of my favorites. Okay, so I do not want to use any of the distressed inks or the dilutions because they're not permanent. They will react with wet, so I don't want to get those out. I'm going to stick with the stays on and what I've got here. Okay, let me get one of those loose, ready to go. I've got fresh water in my jar. I've got 3 brushes out. I have all the stamps and I've got stamp blocks. Okay, this is a good start. Okay, so I think what I want to do is go ahead and start with the colors of ink. Just the different colors, and I want to do some textures, which I do not need the block for. So I'm going to start with the textures in the background, and I think I'm going to start with like orange and green. And this is just going to give me, and it's just all random. You just stamp it wherever. It's just all random. This whole thing, you just do whatever you feel like doing, slap it down, you know, because in the end, most of it is going to be covered anyway. And I will definitely have to show you guys that technique. All right, so I'm just going to keep picking up colors and do a few more dots. Oops, upside down. Do a few more dots and get darker as I go. This is something I was thinking about. What if you just went from light inks to dark inks? You know, like what would that do? So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to turn them over as I go. See, I'm turning them over upside down. So when I open them, it's upside down, and I've got this in my hand. Okay. So then just random start making marks. You just start, you know, this is like really, you don't have to think. Just do. You know, don't think, just do it. Wherever you want to put something, put it. Okay, next stamp. This is I can't remember what set this is, but the Tim Holtz set, there's a Tim Holtz set that's really close to a lot of these textures. Go with some bright green first. Then I'll switch to that one. Nope, I'm going to go to blue first and then go to the green. I'm just rambling over here. So I did orange, green, light green, purple. This is blue. So like I said, it's just totally random, whatever, just fill in space. Doesn't have to, I mean, you're not going to really see the stamp. I mean, you know, totally random, and I keep saying that. I don't think my muse is awake. I haven't had coffee. Okay, that's good enough for that one. Now, next. I like this stamp. This is a text. It's very pretty. Okay, this is green, emerald. Just hit some blank spaces and a bit more. Okay, gotta look for watch the chat. Gotta pay attention. Okay, hey Galena. Okay, that will do for that for right at the moment. And now I want to do some black, I think. I have a big pad, but I don't like to use it. It's kind of dried up right now, and so it doesn't really do what I want. I want a text stamp, but not that one. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can grab the Tim Holtz one. Where are you? Oh, I think he's in the box. I pulled out some. Yep. Yep, it's in here with all of these. I pulled out some of my favorites. This is the set I was talking about. That one and this one. Those are cool. Can't get that out of the way. Let's see. Where are... Oh, okay. Let's use some of this one. Gotta make room. Okay, I think I'm going to stick this one on the block because my hands are tired. And I want to just stamp a portion of it. So you can still use the block. Just do a portion. See? Just pretend you're holding it the other way, and that works out quite well. Only thing is I can't get it, oops, I can't get it up to the springs. Yeah, that didn't work too well. All right. So let me get some close to where I wanted it. I wanted it right there. Okay. All right, that'll do for that one. And then I want to do some, there's a little one that has numbers. I'm going to do a couple of these. So I am mostly just looking to fill the space, and it doesn't matter if it's, you know, stamped well or anything like that. Basically just filling the space. Okay. Now let's do some, oh, here's one, this is a scritchy. This has scritchy. It's like scratches. I don't know how to describe it, but that's a pretty cool stamp. I've used this one on many things. I really like it. Makes a good edge too. And it just puts ink. I mean, it's just like, you just want ink somewhere? Doesn't have to be anything. That's what I use. Okay. Have I got enough? No. I'm gonna keep going. Let's see what else I can find. Oh, here's some circles. Okay, but I don't want to do them in black. Let's do them in this green. Let's do them in emerald. Okay. Oh yeah. Needed a bigger element. That's good. Okay, and there. Yeah, this is just like, you know, like I said, it's just random. And let's do a different color. Let's do some, where's the purple? There it is. Do some of the smaller circles in purple. There we go. And there. Now I've got to start looking and making sure that I want all of the spaces covered. I don't want any really blank areas. So I want to make sure I get something in all of the paint patches. Oh, say that 5 times fast. Whoa. Okay, I'm losing my voice again. Okay, now I want some border stamps, I think. I'm going to try a couple of these. Let's see what we can do here. This one is lace. I love these. Like half doilies. Those are cool. My voice is going away. Semi-straight. Okay. Close enough. More water. I love my new water bottle. It's so cool. Now I can't remember what the stamp company is on this one. Ah, that did not work at all. What is up with that? Let me try to do that again. Yeah, didn't work too well. All right, so never mind. We won't be doing that one. Okay, so let's see what next. All right, put that away. How about one of these borders? Let's see. These are Kaiser Craft CS881 perfume. But it's like an ad. It's really cool. I take this off. Maybe you can kind of see what it looks like. I don't know. I'm going to give it a shot anyway. We'll see. Need the block for that. So this one is a left-handed. Okay, this is a left. So I'm going to try this one. Over on the left. If it doesn't come out, it doesn't come out. We're good. I have a hard time stamping. I don't know. My impressions aren't coming out very well. But this book is too big to put into the... it's there. That's all. It's there. Too big to put into the stamp. What do you call that thing? I don't know. Anyway, that thing. All right, so I gave that a shot, and you can kind of sort of see it, but that's okay because, like I said, all this is going to disappear anyway. Okay, get rid of those. And I want the only ones I've used on here is the 4 and the 7. So, let's see if I can even get them off. That's the problem with some of these clear stamps. They get stuck. Oh my gosh. I don't want to rip it. Ah, jeez. Yeah, they don't like the heat and humidity. Oh, good heavens. Ah, that was really stuck. Here, let me have the small one. Make sure that's the right way around. Okay. All right. And I don't want to use black. I want to use, let's see, I want to use blue. Let's try blue. See if I can even get these to stamp. I don't remember what company that was. I don't think it was one of the big companies. Oh, looks good. Okay. I know it's there. I don't actually have to see the 4-7 to know it's there. There we go. All right. Okay. I need to stamp this off on something. Okay. Yeah, I just happen to have all this deli paper hanging around. All right, I'll slip these back on the card and put that back over on itself. Put that down. Okay, let's see. Now I've got some small leaves. I still have some spaces to fill in with stamping, so I've got some small things to use before I go to the splots. Definitely want to do some splots. Here's a little flower and some leaves. Okay, so let's do green. Perfect. Okay. Green flower. Let's see, where's the space? There's some at the top. There. Turn it around. Put some there. Okay, I can't get close to the wire. Take it off. Okay. Put some on this page. Blank spot. Spot there. Okay. All right, now I've got some leaves. I need this one. I turn it all the way around. Got the green. Yep, more green. Like the green. Okay, blowing nose first. Just try to fill in the any areas that look blank to me, look empty. Okay, that's good. All right, I think that's the end of the stamping. All right, now next, let me set these out of the way. Okay, I wanted to do some stenciling, but I also want to do some splots, but I'm going to save the splots for later. We'll do that later. Oh, excuse me. Allergy season. Of course, here allergy season is all year. Sometimes are worse than others. Okay, let's see. Okay, here's close up. See all the random stamping, random painting, and random stamping. It shows up better in the camera than it does over here. That's weird. Okay, anyway, nice bright colors. Okay, now I want to do some painting with tools. I want to do some painting, but you know what? I think I'm going to do the stenciling first. Yeah, I think I'm going to stencil first. Okay. Let me find my stencil I was going to use. Let's see. Oh, here we go. I like this bubble one a lot. I just got this. I love this. I'm putting it everywhere. Okay, let's see. How about some purple ink? Purple. Okay, and I'm just going to find a spot and put some of that in there. Just random, and that's not really showing up on the darker areas, so I'm going to have to keep it on the lighter areas so I can see it. One thing about this stays on, it's very sticky, and I can't get it any closer to the edge without an issue. Okay. Yeah, maybe slower is better. Okie dokie. And I'm just using all the small circles areas, not the big ones. Okay. Some right, oops, right there. Random stamping, random stenciling, random painting. I like that word today, random. My word for the day. Okay. Let's see. Do I want to do anything else? No, I think that's good. All right. Next up is painting with random tools. Okay, so I've got a lid, a tape thing, this little oval deal. That makes small circles. I haven't tried to use that yet, so let's use that. And then I've got some tubing that's a little bit bigger than that. Okay. All right, I'm going to clear these off. I didn't actually use those yet. And I need a piece of palette paper. Back here somewhere. There we go. Right side up. And white paint. Okay, some white paint. And I'm going to brayer it a bit. All right, now I'm just going to start making some, see if this works. Oh, sure. Has a nice handle and everything. This is a drain plug that didn't fit, and so it got relegated to the craft area. A little noisy now. Okay, that's enough with that one. Back in the box. All right, I need some more paint over here. All right, let's try this cardboard tube. Get some wonky circles going with this. And I don't want too many of the big ones, I don't think. Another one over there. Okay, just random. And that can dry by itself. Okay, and I'm going to need some more paint. See if this oval thing will work. Oh, nope. Okay, this doesn't work, guys, so never mind. It's not flat, so okay, we're going to throw that in the trash bin since that doesn't work. Okay, and this is a thing from the tape. I'm not sure which tape. Put it inside there. Yeah, kind of like that. And then get some off the edge. Okay, that's enough of that. Back to the box. And a couple of little ones, I think. Not too many of this one, since I already have that size. I'm pretty close to. Okay, good enough. Yeah, this little thing gets really messy. Paint builds up on the inside of it. Spray bottle top. Okay, now I want to do some dry brushing with the white. So I'm going to take this really scruffy 68-cent paintbrush and I'm going to do some dry brushing. And I'm keeping it pretty linear. All the paint is either going across or up and down, so I'm just making some random marks wherever I feel like it needs something. Okay. This one I think I'm finished. Do a little more over here. Okay, good. Now that goes in the water. Okay, now we're looking pretty good. All right, let me see. I'm going to dry it while I'm thinking. I don't know if I want to add anything else or not. Actually, I think it needs one more layer of something. Something black. Oh, good. Yay for Xander. I hope they get all that straightened out for her. My goodness. Okay. Good enough. All right. Yeah, it still needs something. I think something black, but darker than what's already on here. Let's see. How about... Oh, I know. Okay. I've got some high flow inks. I don't even know if I showed you guys those. Oh, here. I've got 2 sets of high flow inks. This is a transparent set. I used that one already. There we go. Okay, and then the other one is just basics and opaques. Turn them around. You can kind of see. Okay, that's it. And of course I've got the black in my hand. There. Metallics and gray and black. Okay, so got those 2 sets. Those are for my Jody Old class, Grunge Ink, which I'm going to get into as soon as I get finished doing some of these other projects. Thanks, Nicola. Okay, I'm going to put some of this into a fine liner bottle, I hope, without making a mess. Hopefully, I can do this without making too much mess. Okay, I don't want to put too much because I'm not sure exactly where I'm going with this. Dry the top off, that always helps. Okay. Got some random writing. Let's see if we can do some random writing. This pops off or screws off. I can't remember which. Apparently I need some gripper. Oh. I need a gripper thingy. That one, but I want this one off. The super fine tip is what I'm after. There we go. It was stuck. Goodness. Yeah, that was really stuck. Okay, I think this one is not screwed on right. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me test it before I... Okay, so what am I going to write? I have no clue. I'm just going to start scribbling. Oh, these fine tips are so much fun. Okay, oh, that was fun. That is fun. Okay, now this is not fun. Getting it back in there. That little needle thing has to go in to there. I got it. Ah! Usually takes me a lot longer, especially on camera. Okay, so yay, cool. That's awesome. There's a big drip over here, though. I don't want that. Splot, I don't mind. Big drip, no. Okay, now I need to dry that. I just keep wanting to add more stuff now. Get more and more. And you really don't need to push very hard on those bottles. It gets globby if you do that. See, glob, glob. Yeah. I want it to dry really well. And since it's the high flow, it may take a minute. So I'll read a chat. Usually when I'm doing something like this, the camera's not on. You have to learn. Turn the camera on. A lot of times it's late night and y'all aren't up. I should just turn it on and record. Although I'm going to have to readjust my sleep schedule. It's getting warm. My husband and I would take our afternoon walk when he gets home. And it's getting too hot to do that now. I think we've only got a few more days where we can do that. So I'm going to have to like get up early so we can take a walk before he goes to work. So I'm going to become an early bird, I think. I'm going to try anyway. This is taking a long time to dry. Little gloppy bits. And this paint is shiny. I didn't realize it was shiny. Huh. Okay. I think it's dry. It looks wet, but it's just shiny. Okay. Another close-up. There we go. Okay. Now I want to put something else. I don't know why, but I have a hotel card, or this is actually from the Texas State Parks, and I still have white paint. So I think what I want to do is make some lines. Try not to get too much on there. Okay, so there has to be a happy medium. Dipping in the paint, going across the black. Put some on this page. Now I'll have to dry that. And it's like, I think I'm almost done, guys, with this part. I hope. I don't know, we'll see. Just do 1, 2, 3. Couple up there. Couple up there. Right there. Okay, I'm done. There we go. Done. Okay, now what am I going to do with this white paint? Let me see. Journal. Oh, let me get the other journal. This is the one that's got some random stuff in the front and it's got black. Let's do a white page. Okay, you can always paint over it. I just don't want to waste the paint. That could be doing something. Okay, good enough. Set that to the back. Okay, now let me see. I need to dry that card down. Let me just dry it real quick. Make sure. Let me know the next step. Okay, now we've got this really grungy background, and I'm going to take their picture. Sometimes I forget to do that. I got to take their picture. Okay, grab the phone here, which already rang once this morning with a junk phone call. It's been relatively quiet for the moment, so let's hope it stays that way. All right, let me take their picture real quick. Next stage. Sometimes I scan, but this is good. I just want to like post a before and after. Okay, so the next stage is this. Now, I think I'm going to have to stamp it down here on this table because I can't get enough pressure on the high counter with my shoulders. I can't get enough pressure, so I've got a low thing here to use. So, move something off of it. Okay, now I've got a stamp surface down here. All right. So this stamp is, let me see, called Dutch Tulips, Caramel Studio. Let me get that up there for you. Okay, Dutch Tulips. This is by Birgit Koopsen. All right, here's what it looks like. It's rather large. It's going to be a challenge. Now let me find something to use as a stamp block. Let's see, what have I got? There we go. This is one of the things for the Vagabond Big Shot. That works perfect. And the paint comes off of it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is stamp this stamp on these two pages. All right, oh, warm, very warm. Okay, I'm going to put my phone underneath this page here. And I'm going to move it down to the table I've got down here because I can't do it up here. I can't get enough pressure on the stamp and it won't come out right. So I'm going to move it down here where I can get to it. And I will ink the stamp up here. And I think it's not quite dry. Whoops. Not quite. All right. I'm going to go from, if I can find my archival ink. Oh, there you are. Okay, that's my archival. I think I'm going to use it. But first, the first stamping I'm going to do in this book, just randomly do it in here. The very first stamping, because I haven't used this yet. So first I'm going to rub across it. Make sure I get all the little places. All right. Now this doesn't have to be a perfect inking because of the technique that's going to get used. I'm going to try this up here, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it very well because it puts my shoulder at a bad angle. Okay. We'll see how this works, but it usually doesn't work very well for me. All right. Okay, that is well enough to see what I'm going to be doing next. Okay, but I'm going to do it down here on the table. I'll let you look at this while I'm doing it. I just need to get the impression on there. And I'll show it to you when I'm done. Cross your fingers. Hoping this comes out right. And I'm leaning, I'm putting pressure. Hopefully without knocking anything over. Okay, I think I can see it. Okay, yeah, I can see it. Okay, so yeah, if you look closely, you can see it. See the tulips. Here's raindrops and the tulips. Tulip, tulip, tulip. Yeah. Okay. All right, now I want to do the other page. But I'm going to do it different. I'm going to stamp it different on this side. See how this is going to work out. Being that that spring is in there. Okay, I'm going to try to do it once, half the stamp and move the tulips. Okay, if that makes any sense. Makes sense in my mind. Whether it's going to work or not, that's a whole other deal. Okay, let me give it a shot. Try to get the spring out of the way so I can put the stamp down. I seem to have that working. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to draw in some of the parts, but that's okay. All right, now let me stamp off, because I don't really want that to show. I'm going to cover that with paint anyway, but I don't want it to mark up the other side. Okay, now this side. Because I didn't want both pages exactly the same. And I'm going to have to draw in some little raindrops, I think. Okay, here we go. You know what? As I'm going down, I changed my mind. I want to do the whole thing. There's room on the page. We'll see what happens. Okay. We will see what happens. Come down to it. All right. Down we go and pushing. Oh dear. That's the trouble with these big stamps for me. I need to find a solution to actually stamping with them. They're very difficult for me. I hope y'all can hear me mumbling when I got my head down. Sorry. Okay. All right, I'm going to bring it up here now. The other one away. Move the stamp. Okay, let me open the book back up. Okay, so I've got tulips all the way across this page, and I've got tulips kind of centered on this one. And I have room for words over here on the side and at the top. Now I can also, the raindrops only go to here. So I've got room at the top to either draw in more raindrops or put words. Don't know yet. But the room is there. Oh, Mr. UPS is coming to visit me today. I don't know how to get the email to quit popping up on the screen. It has that little bar at the bottom where it pops up when you have an email. It's like, how do you get rid of that? I can't turn it off. Okay, move this thing. Put the brayer back in the corral and move the damp page before I really get it all over me. Okay. Okay, so this stamp works very well. And I'm going to put it back on its home. But I'm going to leave it out because I may need to draw in parts of the pattern if I can't really see it that well. We'll see how it goes. Okay, I'm going to leave it out. All right, now I'm going to see if I can see. Oh, I just got ink all over me. That was bad. Oh, now I got it all over. Okay, I don't know if it's going to come off of this, so I'm going to go ahead and clean this off real quick because this is bad news. I don't like things being this dirty because then it transfers to other places. Don't like it. Now, this technique I'm going to do is very similar to one that I learned in Lifebook. I think it was 2015, week 6, I think. I pulled it up just to be sure, and I think that's right. I looked because I knew I had done it, but just didn't. Well, actually, I didn't do it. I was watching it. So let me scrub this off because I really don't want that on there. And it didn't all come up. Okay. Well, I will just put these aside and let that dry. Maybe some hand sanitizer will clean that. Okay. And I'll just leave this up over here and not stick my hand in it. Okay. Yeah, let's not stick our hand in it. Of course, now I'm looking at it backwards. Okay, I need a piece of paper. Tell you what, I'll use this one. I had red paint on it. Fold it over, and then turn the stamp over on it. There we go. Now, I'm looking at the image the right way around. Okay. So basically what you do is you do a busy background. You draw or stamp an image on top of that background, and then you're going to paint around the stamped image, just like I did in the little book. Over here. So that's what I had done here. So if you look, you can see that there was a busy background, and then I painted around the flowers. So I just drew these in. I didn't stamp them. I just drew them in. But you can see how that's going to work. Okay, so now I need to see if I need to fill in anything. I wish I had, oh, maybe I do. Let me look. Seems like there was a stamp that had just the drops, but I'm not sure I have that. I may not have that one. Okay, yeah, I don't see it in there. And where's that stack of stamps? There we go. Oh, no. Those don't have it on there. I have some bubbles, but I don't know that I want to use the bubbles. Okay, well, I'm probably not going to get to the top of the page today anyway, so we'll just work with it. Okay, so I'm going to look at the colors I have in the background, and I have to decide how I'm going to blend them out. So what I might do is, I see the stems. Okay, I think I'm going to need to draw a little bit on this one. Let me find a proper pen, which of course is not over here. Hold on a second. Grab one off the desk. Oh, kind of a smallish tip. So this is a Staedtler pigment liner 0.1. It's got a very small tip. I'll still be able to see it. It is permanent. So I'm just going to, for my own benefit, so I can see the lines a little bit better, is draw in some of the flower tips. That one's good, that's good. Just reaffirming these lines so I don't miss them. And all these little round things, I'll probably just cover those over and put them in again later. Or something similar, just doodle something similar. later on. Okay, I've got that one. I've got this one. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I have to do a little improvising on that one because I can't really see it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tulips on this page. Is there another leaf? No, there's not one on that side. Okay, so I've lost this whole stem here. Put that stem back in. Of course, then I'm going to repaint it anyway, but I need to be able to see it. And the edge of that tulip. Okay. I've got some glare on the page here. Gotta lift it so I can see. Okay. Well, there is a leaf. Where's the leaf? He goes. Oh, he goes over here. I just missed that leaf entirely. So I'll just draw a leaf in here. Okay, that'll work. And okay, I think I've got that page now. Work on this one. Okay, I think that's got it. All right, move that pen over here. Okay, so now I'm going to get out my paints and the brushes, and then we'll see where we can get to before I need to stop. Okay, let me see, which brush do I want? I want a smallish one. Not that one. This one. Hey, Julie. Okay, now I'm going to start with a fuchsia. We have fuchsia. I have to shake these things. I should have done this last night. Didn't think about it. I didn't really know what I was going to do, so. That, and a little bit of a lighter color. Blend with that. Then I'm going to want some purple pizzazz. And I believe I used all of Americana on this page to begin with. I want a bright orange. And a darker one. Let's see, I want to use the red or the cad orange. I think the cad, yeah. Because there's really no red on this page, so I'll put the red back. in his butt. Okay. Ooh, this gets to my shoulders too. That's a good job for the husband, right? Honey, can you come shake my paint? Let's see if I've got a darker purple. Okay, dioxazine purple, that will work. All right, I've got these colors. Let me pull them down so you can see them. All right, 2 oranges, 2 pinks, and 2 purples. Let's see if I want to do anything else. I'm going to have a lighter yellow orange, but I don't really. That's not really. Maybe. Go ahead and shake it. May or may not use it. Don't know. Okay. All right. So there's my paint colors. And let's see what we're going to do first. I don't know. Just randomly get going, I guess. I've got a flat brush that's not quite a ½ inch. Let me see. Okay. So I think I'm going to start over here, which means I want to start with some orange. So I want to do, well, let's see. I need some kind of, where's my palette things? Go. Get on my lids. I just cleaned that one, so yay. Okay, some darker orange, middle orange, and the lighter one. Then also want to put out some white. Let me go back to this studio paint. This is pretty good paint. Okay. That was noisy. All right, and I think I want a different brush. Okay, let me go back here and get a brush. Yeah, this little guy. Yeah, Filbert. Is that right? I'm not sure what you call it, but it's curved. I like that. Okay, so I'm going to start with a darker orange down in the corner, and I'm basically going to paint around the stamp. Okay, and if I can blend it out toward the edge, I think I might be happier. I'm going to get my fingers into it. So I'm going up the stem, and this one is semi-translucent, so I'm not sure how that's going to come out. May not come out the way I want it to. I could actually turn this book over. Blend it out. Oh, you guys probably can't even see what I'm doing, huh? Okay, let me see if I can move the paint and get to my mouse, and then see if I can get to my camera controls and zoom in a bit and move my camera around. Okay, I'll have to move the page around, not the camera. Okay, I'll put that back over there. And now see if I can maneuver the book to get it to where, oh geez, not enough room on front. Move over, guys. Okay, I think you can see me down in the corner there. All right. Yeah, so this is kind of, okay. Move the paint over this side. I can't see it really anyway. And then I'm gonna try to put some of the lighter on this side of the tulip. Blend that in. And then some of this going up the side. Yeah, these lighter paint colors are really light and semi-transparent, so and I'm not going to worry about all of the little doodads on the stamp, all the small parts. I just basically want to, where's my thingamabobber? That's a spongy thing. I mostly use those to clean up boo-boos. I think I'm going to transition back to the dark here instead. Paint alongside this guy. I mean, I don't know if y'all can actually even see what I'm doing because my hand is like right in the way. Okay, so here comes the other tulip. Yeah, I think I want to go all the way to the edge. Okay. So the darker first. So I'm going around, painting around the tulips that are on the stamp. So we'll see how this works in the end. Okay, can you see how I'm painting around the tulips? Now you can see the tulips. You can see this one really well. And this leaf was already orange, so I'll have to work with that later. But so that's one side of that tulip, and now I think I want to go into some pink for the other side. There's a color here. Well, let me see. Yeah, let me change here. Okay, I'm going to close these bottles before I knock them over. If I knock them over after I close them, it's fine. All right. Put some more paint out. And I may add other colors as I go along. We shall see. Hey, CB. Are you packed yet? Okay, I need to move back up so you can see. All right, I'm going into the dark pink. And I'm going to paint around this part down here. I think I might have needed just a smaller brush or turn the book around, but then I'm on camera, so that's kind of hard to do. And I want a little touch of purple right down here. I wish I was ambidextrous at this point. My son is. He can do anything with left or right. Of course, there are certain things he does better with his left, certain things he does better with his right. But using either one, that's cool. His teachers never liked that. Many, many conferences. Leave him alone, let him do what he wants. Blend that into the orange. Bring that down just a little bit. Okay. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. Bring that darker back in. Fix it. Probably too wet. I should leave it, do it later. It's too wet. I keep blending back into it, but I'm going to keep playing. I can fix it the way I wanted it in the first place. Alright, now I'm going to leave it alone. Mess with it later. Okay, now I want to do... Okay, I've gone up that side, gone all around that tulip. Now I need to do this side. So I'm going to go with the purple. And I'm only concerned with the flowers and the leaves at this point. All the other little doodads I'll put back in later with my paint pens. Okay, I'm going to get some of the dark now. This is still not being as opaque as I'd like. I may have to come back over it again later. It's not cooperating. And if I need to do that, I can do it. Man, my hands are really shaky today. Just one of those days. Yeah, it's like if it's too transparent, then I will definitely have to put more coats on to get it to be where I want. Go into the lighter. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to do more coats because it's not as... Oh, bye, CB. Oops. Yeah, I think we've all been there at some point. I forgot something. At least they called. Yeah, see, this is not, it's not as opaque as I would like. So I'm going to have to go back over the purple. I just have to let it dry. Well, I guess, hello, we've got this thing over here called a dryer. He's gone. Oh, let's move the paint. Yeah, that's my nail appointment too. Cut them off and get them out of the way. Except for my thumbs. Those are my tools. Thumbnails are tools. All right, let me see if I can fix this. I wanted this darker. Oops, not on camera. Sorry. Yeah, this is better. Definitely much better. Much, much better. Okay. Good. So the more opaque your paint is, the better. Although I didn't want it totally opaque because I wanted to see some of the stuff underneath. Much better. Yeah, see, that shows up much better. Yeah. Now I'm going to mix the lighter with the middle. Wipe that off, and now just use the lighter. Blend that in up here. Oh, that is much better. I can see that so much better. Yeah. Okay, and now I need to fix right here. Oh, there goes the nose again. I'm looking down, of course. Blend that into the orange. Okay. Thanks, Lena. Yeah, sometimes things are a little bit more work, but that's okay. The whole idea behind art journaling for me is have something to do and improve artistically every time you do something. Okay, fresh paper towel. Okay, now I want to see what I want to do over on this section. I think I'm going to the middle purple to be at the bottom. I think I'm going to have to go back over that again too, but I'll leave it for now since I know I have to do 2 coats anyway. Just get one down and I thought I would try doing it this way, which instead of going top to bottom is going vertically with the colors instead of the other way. Like I did with the little one I showed you. Get that point flat. See, I get the point flat on my hand. Get in that tiny space. Okay, now and I'm purposely not painting up there yet. I'm just doing just past the tallest tulip so far. I can always blend it in. But I haven't decided if I want to put in more raindrops yet, so I'm going to leave it for now until I decide what the text is going to be and where that's going to go. So says the muse. Okay, I think we're going to go over this over here again. Well, I've got this middle purple. Oh, when it's in camera, I don't know. Okay, and then go into the lighter, blend it up. Yeah, that's better there too. More defined, I can see it a lot better. No, I'm not going to read that out loud. Eileen. Oh my goodness. You guys. Okay, let me go back over this. Might not be dry enough. We'll see. I think the chat is talking about vacations. Okay, and I think I'm going into the middle. Nope, second one. Okay. Now I want the lightest pink. Blend that in. Let's see, let me do a mix between the two. Okay, and blend in this one. Yeah, that's too light. Don't like it. That's better. Make my own color. Okay. Yeah, that's better, except I need to fix that right there. Okay. Whew. Okay, my legs are saying, okay, sit down. Okay, so this is good for today. Let me back it out. I'm going to put my paint in a baggie because I'll need to finish it once I sit down. But that's all for today, folks. Been here almost 2 hours. That's usually about right for me. Now my back hurts. Okay, let me back up the camera. I don't know if I'm all the way back out yet. There it is. Okay. There it is. Now. Okay. So you can see the progress. And see where we're going. So I'm just going to blend across, just back and forth between the orange, the pink, and the purples, and just keep going across on the vertical instead of the horizontal, like I did on that little piece. Let me bring it back over here so you can compare the difference. Okay, so you can see the difference. I went horizontally on this one and blended from the bottom up, and I'm going across on this one. So I've seen people doing it both ways, and I wanted to try it and see how it was going to come out, but I like it so far. So I may or may not turn a camera on, and you guys don't be shy about, asking me to stream, because, I can do that. Especially with, Janet going to be gone. I'll need to fill in some spaces. So y'all don't be afraid to trigger-head me, because it won't take much. But if I can't, I'll say no. But a lot of times I'll be able to. So, all right, y'all have a good rest of the day, and I'm gonna go do some baking. Mom and I need some desserts for our low-carb menu, so I'm gonna try some new recipes. One of them is a cheesecake muffin. That sounds really good, made with almond flour, coconut flour, etc., etc. So, okay, so I'm gonna head out, and I will see y'all later. Bye.